First, I will press in my trailer brake and my truck brake and I will wait till my air stabilizes. Then I'll press my foot on the brake after I set my timer for 1 minute. Alright, so I'm doing a safe seat belt check. I'm making sure that my seat belt is not cut or have any abrasions, that it connects and fit properly, and it is mounted to the wall and to the floor. Behind me in my side box, I do have my safety equipment, which contains a fully charged fire extinguisher, 3 reflective triangles, and some fuses, and I do have extra fuses here. At this time, I will be doing a safe start. I have my foot on the brake. I have my gear in neutral, so I'll take my truck. Alright, at this time I'll be checking my driver's side mirror and my passenger side mirror to make sure that they are properly mounted and secured, not cracked, damaged, or missing, and they are adjusted to me, the driver. I'll be checking my windshield to make sure that it is properly mounted and secured, not cracked, damaged, or missing, and it is free of any illegal stickers. I'll be checking my windshield wipers to make sure that they are properly working. They're not cracked, damaged, or missing. I will check my washer fluid to make sure that it is working properly and it is activated. Alright, I'll be checking my headlights to make sure that my daylight indicator, which is green, is properly working. I will also check my high beam, which is a blue indicator, to make sure that my high beams are working. I will check my right turn signal indicator, which is properly working. I'll check my left indicator to show that my left turn signal is activated. And I will check my 4-way signals. Alright, I will check my highway horn and I will check my city horn to make sure that they are properly working. I will check my heat and defrost to make sure that my defrost is working on the top and my heat is working on the bottom. Alright, I will be checking my gauges. I will check my oil gauge. It's currently reading at 60 psi, which is at normal operating level. I will check my air pressure. That's currently reading at 50, which the normal operating range is 120 to 140, and I do have a primary and secondary gauge. My water temperature is currently reading at 150 psi and rising. Alright, so at this time I will do a service brake check. I will pull forward 5 miles an hour. I will apply pressure to my brakes. My truck should not move left or right, and my ABS light should not stay on. Okay, at this time I'll be doing a tug test. I will press in my trailer brake to check my truck brake. I will put my gear in drive and I will pull forward, and my truck should not pull, and that indicates that my truck brakes are working properly. And then I would press in my truck brake to check my trailer brake. I will push my gear in drive. I will pull forward and it did not move, so that indicates that my trailer brake is working properly. At this time I'll get out and I will chalk my wheels. I will get back into the truck. I will turn my vehicle off. I will put in an accessory. My ABS light should not stay on, or it should come on and should go off, one or the other. Okay, and at this point I am going to press and hold my brakes for 1 minute, and I should not lose more than 4 psi a minute. First, I will press in my trailer brake and my truck brake and I will wait till my air stabilizes. Then I'll press my foot on the brake after I set my timer for 1 minute. Alright, so there's been 1 minute. I did not lose more than 4 psi in 1 minute. So at this time, I am going to fan my brakes. My buzzer should come on. I should be able to see it as well as hear it once my air pressure gets at 60 around or around 60 psi. So I start fanning my brakes. My alarm came on. Okay, so my alarm did come on around 50 psi, which is around the normal psi, which is between 60 at or around 60 psi. I will continue to fan my brakes until both my tractor and trailer brake come out, which should be around 40 to 20 psi. So I continue to fan my brake. Both of them popped out. Okay, so my buttons did pop out around 50 psi, which is around the normal range of 40 to 20 psi. And this completes my end cap, baby.